Hollande in the US, a trip to the country of success. Now, the right-leaning newspaper isn't just patting America on the back with that headline, it's also taking a jab at the French president. And it says that the socialist president should see up close and personal how the American economy was revived and what lessons he can take home with him. Inside the paper, there's an editorial called Turning American, and it says that Hollande gets a splinter that comes not just with a state visit, but a photograph in the Oval Office, a trip on Air Force One. But the piece says the elaborate affair is sort of more a distraction, as neither president is really popular in his home country, and that the two will use it as a way of sort of, increasing their sort of notoriety on the world stage, while neither one has the power to push things through their respective congressmen.
Well, William, I mean, the French press clearly isn't mincing its words, and there's a lot of pressure on Hollande's economic agenda, isn't there?
That's right. This is a piece in L'Opinion, which is a pro-business paper here in France. And it says on its front page, Mr. 75% in the land of entrepreneurs and startups. Now, this figure, 75%, of course, is in reference to Hollande's policy to tax incomes greater than 1 million euros, 75%. Now, Hollande will visit Silicon Valley and some French entrepreneurs who moved there after they said France proved to be unfavorable to their startups, to their sort of internet companies. And Hollande's trying to find a way to woo some of these people possibly back to France.
Okay, so away from French press, you're also looking at the international press review. What are the American papers saying?
International New York Times takes a look at it two different ways. One of them, they're saying the irony of an interventionist French president meeting a war-weary American president, and if these two leaders can reconcile their views. Obama is eager to show that the U.S. still has strong allies in Europe, but Hollande wants France to be seen as a superpower by other superpowers despite its economic woes. Now, the other article, a bit different. It says that newly single Hollande raises issues of protocol among the White House staff. And this is basically the idea of how Valérie Trierweiler, the former French First Lady, will not be accompanying him on the trip. So 300 thick ivory invitations were quietly destroyed that bore her name and served as a curveball to all the staff in the White House as to how to plan the event. U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama, she usually is accompanied by the visiting First Lady on a state visit to a local school. She has tea time. That won't be in the agenda at all. And there are questions over what sort of entertainment to do and who Hollande will be sitting next to at the table. One former White House chef says he wonders if Hollande will be so bold as to ask First Lady Michelle Obama to maybe dance.
Well, that'll be interesting to see. Okay, William Hildebrandt, thanks as ever for that press.